Welcome to my channel. If we haven't met before, I'm Karri Gregor, the Artist Engraver. Today, I'm so glad that you could join me because I'm going to be engraving a pocket knife with oak leaf scroll. Let's get into it. I have a Kershaw knife here. It's got an aluminum body to it that is covered with a nice navy blue. I will be cutting into the aluminum through the covering, and it really looks nice when you're done. I like doing this. It opens up, it has a lock on the back, and it's a very nice, handy, pocket-sized knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
First thing I do is find the middle of the knife. Now this doesn't necessarily mean the direct middle between the one end of the closed knife to the other. It sort of is the middle of where the design is going to be. That sometimes can be a little to one side more than another. Once I find the correct oval on the template, I am going to be doing it with a white pencil because I think it shows up nicely against the navy. I'm going to be doing the oak leaf scroll around the oval, and I also will need a couple of circles on either end to get where the scroll is going. So I'm just going to sketch in the scroll lines, and I will be populating this with oak leaf scroll. Like this. As you can see, I started using the white pencil, but I found it was too thick. It didn't have a fine enough point. I had to keep sharpening it, so then I went to using actual graphite pencil. So half of my design is in white and half of it is in graphite. This is my silent air compressor, and I'm just going to turn that on. That's the air that feeds the hammer in the Air Engraver. I'll show you my engraver a little later. I've got the knife in my vise, and I am cutting along the lines that I have drawn. This is a multi-limb, multi-function exercise. I am cutting with my right hand. I'm a right-handed artist. I know that's kind of a rarity. I'm cutting with my right hand using the graver. I move the piece into the graver with my left hand. Every time I go around a circle or a little bump, I am rotating the vise with my left hand. And I'm using my foot to power air or push air through the graver. The more it's kind of like a gas pedal, or like a sewing machine. You push down on the pedal and it adds more air to the graver, makes the hammer go faster. So using all kinds of different things are going on at the same time. You have to have a lot of coordination to be able to do this. When I cut with my right hand, I am beveling the cut one way or another because it's a V cut, and so it depends on how I twist my wrist, which way the bevel goes on the cut. It's very complicated. There's a lot of things going on. You have to be very coordinated to do this. Here is my graver. It's a Lindsay Air Engraver. You can see the hose that feeds the air to the hammer inside of the body of the graver, and then I have the graver bit or nib on the end there to do the cutting. So far I have got half done, and you can see that it is nicely bright silver against the navy, and the oak leaf is really an interesting scroll to do. You can do all kinds of things on a knife. It's very interesting canvas to have. This one is one that I've did a long time ago. It's got a lion on it, so that's kind of nice. If you are interested in having some engraving done, please drop me a note via email. You will find the email address in the About tab on the YouTube channel. And in the description box below the video, you will find social media links. to Instagram, Facebook, that sort of thing. Please follow, subscribe, hit that like button, and comment.
Fair?
What are your chances of getting out of here with that jacket on?
Better than average.
Oak leaf can look like a bunch of leaves just scattered on the ground. And that's a very beautiful way of doing oak leaf. Then you just put a few of the oak nuts in there and it looks really nice. This is a little bit different because what I have done, and this is something that I haven't seen anybody else do, I have married the oak leaf scroll to a traditional scroll. So that's how I can get the swirls and everything, and I work the vine of the scroll and just add oak leaf in instead, and the little nuts. Right here I am doing the cross hatching on the top of the oak nuts. And there we go, all done. Now I'm going to be putting the middle part in. I have to wash this up, of course. You can get all that pencil and the white pencil crayon off of there. And I draw on the initials in script. It's going to be quite fancy, so I did this a little bit. I tried to use the white pencil again. Didn't work out. Okay, we're going to cut these initials. And I'm going to show you really slowly here. This is not slowed down, that's actual speed. And then I'm going to speed it up so you can see how quickly you can put it together. This video would just be too long if I showed you everything, all the slow little bits. But doing letters, you have to be really on your toes. It's not as forgiving as doing leaves or scroll. These have to be readable. And in our day and age, we are used to mechanically created engraving. Here we go. This is all sped up. We're used to the mechanically cut engraving, and that doesn't have any forgiveness for the slight little bits. But that's what makes this interesting. It's beautiful to see it done, and it's an art form in itself, and sometimes the imperfections make it look even more elegant because you know it's hand done. Doing lettering, I am very particular about the way that I draw it out, so it is individualistic. This is a monogram. It's a monogram that is very unique. You're not going to get anything machine done because that would compare, because the letters interlocking, this way that I do the swirls, the extra swirls that connect things, a machine's not going to do that. It's designed.
I like your style, dude.
There we go. All done. I think it looks really good. Needs to be washed up a little bit, but it looks great. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up below and leave a comment. In the description box below, you will find links to the website, TheArtistEngraver.com, Instagram, and Facebook pages. So, while you're down there leaving a comment, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you will know when the next metal cutting video is posted. Thank you for watching.